All right, it is Sunday, October 27th, 2024. And I got this little Calamondin tree, and I was trying to let the fruits ripen. And I've eaten Calamondin before, and they were so sour. I mean, like, I'm not a real sour fruit eating person. I mean, I can stand some of it and I like some of it, but you peel one of these little things and eat the fruit, and it'll poke you up like a lemon. However, when I realized that they are in the family of, from what I've read, they're in the family of the kumquats. So I come out here, and most of them still have a little touch of green, but I was wanting to trim this back. It's real lanky. I was wanting to trim it back a little bit, and I did a few weeks ago. Or I trimmed back some of these branches, and right below where I trimmed them, they've already started getting flower buds again. Whoops. See that? So it does. I've noticed on all my citrus that does happen. When you trim something, it tends to make it want to bud. In fact, this one here, I hadn't even trimmed it. Look at this. Every node pretty much has a little flower bud already starting. So that little flower there won't be long before it actually opens up. I've thought about actually, especially on some of the branches that have the younger fruit, just taking a chance and not even worry about that fruit and going ahead and trimming it back. So because these do flower quite often. I may lose a few fruit just in interest of getting it to not be so lanky and falling over. If it wasn't for this little metal rod here, this thing would be real limber. So I'm wanting to get it to bush. And I do have one branch down low, and even it already has fruit on it, and more. Well, I don't know if I get it to show where it had flowers before. They've already come off, and I'm going to have more fruit down there. So that being said, I come out here and I had several, and I probably ate 4 or 5 of these in the last little bit, and I love them. Yes, they're still tart. They have a sweetness, and it's manageable, and it's got an awesome flavor. Now, if you just try to pull them off, you'll lose probably some of your peel. It's better probably to clip them, like this right here, see? So if you just pull them off and you want to put them on the counter for a few days, that ain't going to work. They're going to start spoiling pretty quick. I just did that to show you. So I'll go back in there and I'll take, like, there it is. I'll take that little stem off. But anyways, they do have some seeds in them. I'm getting 3 or 4 seeds a piece. I'm just throwing them down there in the soil. If they sprout, that's okay. I'll use them for root stock or something, or just pot them out and grow them all. But yes, you just eat the peel and all. Now, when they're this much green, they're a little more tart, but if you like tart stuff, sour stuff, these are awesome. Man, I love them. I love really sweet fruit also, and these are just full of juice. That one had 2 seeds in it. Not bad. I guess I'm probably smacking. I didn't realize it. But they're good. So the Calamondins, if you have them, you haven't tried them fresh. I know a lot of people, they'll candy them, use them in cooking. I've heard of people even using them green like this, like a lime to squeeze on, say meats or dishes that you want to make. I guess you could probably use them almost like you would a key lime and making pies and stuff with maybe a little different flavor. But yeah, Calamondins to me are delicious fresh. And if I let them get all the way orange with no green on them, I know they would be even sweeter. So just wanted to show that while I'm here. Right next door, I've got my Hamlin orange. This was the second year this Hamlin orange flowered. And I trimmed some on it a couple weeks ago. Look at this. New growth and flowers. Now these will be going in the greenhouse before it gets too cold. Because all this will not. Now some of this stuff out, like this branch here, I'll probably take off. But new growth everywhere. Flower buds. This will be its third flowering, but as of this last flowering this year, which was its second one, it retained one fruit. So hopefully this will ripen over the winter. Hopefully to get bigger. I'm expecting it maybe to get, what, twice that size? I've never grown a Hamlin orange. How big do they get? If you know, let me know. I'm hoping maybe something like this, but if not, whatever. Hoping it to get ripe this year, and surely this next flowering flush will produce even more fruit on it. I'm not going to go in there right now, but in the greenhouse I've got some other citrus and my lemon, and I trimmed just tips, just taking off like tips like this, cause the whole rest of the branch to fill up with flowers. I love it. I love it. And anyway, hope you're doing something you love. Hope you have something going on that you like to do and that amazes you all the time. That's what these, not only citrus but tropical fruit plants do for me. I love them. They amaze me. And yeah, God bless. Well, I said I wasn't going to come in here. But you know what? It's kind of like when I have my grandchildren with me. You know, you got to show them off. Well, when you're a plant person, it's similar. A little different, but similar. And so, yeah, I had to come in and show off my little lemon tree. It's Meyer lemon. And I know this thing's getting more and more common, but that doesn't make it any less wonderful for those of us that have them. So I told you I trimmed some of the ends, just trim this thing all over, and got flowers everywhere on this thing. And look, these are the clusters of baby fruit. And I don't know if it'll hold all of these, if it'll shed some of them, or what, but my goodness, everywhere you look, there they are. So just flowers that have already started turning to fruit, flowers that are wide open right now that just opened in the last day or so, flowers that buds that have not even opened yet. Look at this. Look, boom, boom. And there's buds that haven't even opened yet. New branching down here. I went ahead and let it branch low. I know some people like to train them up tall as a tree. I'll let it bush a little bit lower since it's going to be in a pot in the greenhouse, and use all my real estate I can. But man, I just kind of shook it a while ago and shook some of the old petals off that were clinging, but even half of these hold on this time. It's going to be really nice. Baby Meyer lemons. Tip pruned it, and there it goes. God bless.